I call on Government Order of the Day number 1.
Appropriation 2014-15 Confirmation and Validation Bill Committee stage.
I declare the Housing Committee for consideration of the Appropriation 2014-15 Confirmation and Validation Bill. Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Speaker. Finance, that's a promotion.
Isn't it? Bodes well.
The Housing Committee on the Appropriation 2014-15 Confirmation and Validation Bill. This debate comprises the committee stage of the Appropriation 2014-15 Confirmation and Validation Bill. The time allocated for this debate is 10 hours and comprises 2 distinct elements in accordance with determinations of the Business Committee. The first is a debate on the annual financial statements of the government as reported by the Finance and Expenditure Committee. The second is a debate on the annual reviews of departments, offices of Parliament, Crown entities, public organisations and state enterprises as reported on by select committees. The second debate is structured around those 10 sectors established by the 2014 estimates of appropriations. As with last year, there will be a mixture of allocated and supplementary calls. However, this year, the debate on the annual financial statements of the government will only draw from the 45-minute supplementary calls. The annual financial statements of the government debate will be led by a call from the chairperson of the Finance and Expenditure Committee, and this debate will expire after 2 hours or earlier if no member seeks the call. Members, the question therefore is that the report of the Finance and Expenditure Committee on the annual financial statements of the government for the year ended 30th of June 2015 be noted.
Mr. Chair.
David Bennett.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Gives me great pleasure to lead off this debate, and these are great times to be a New Zealander. These are the best times to be a New Zealander because not only do New Zealanders have a great government that's looking after them, a great government that's delivering for them now, but a government that's setting them up for the future and building a strong, prosperous country that is connected, open, free and in a very strong economic and social position for our people to enjoy the best times to be New Zealanders in the century of New Zealand and the Asia region. And New Zealand will do extremely well in the future. And this financial statements that we are looking at today are the basis of the strength that this government has delivered for New Zealand. Not only have we delivered a surplus to this country, a surplus in the most difficult of economic times, we have delivered strong economic growth for New Zealanders. Jobs are aplenty. New Zealanders are finding work. New industries are being created just as we speak. Our ITC sector is growing compoundly. We have seen big growth in our exports of fruit and vegetables and other products like that. New Zealand is in good shape, and that is shown in the financial statements of this country when we look at them and when we looked at them in the Finance and Expenditure Committee. New Zealanders know that. They know that they're enjoying low interest rates. They know that they're enjoying the sound economic management that this government has delivered, and that is giving New Zealanders choice. They are seeing the options that are in front of them. They are making choices about their futures, and they are looking to this country with a positive and strong opinion of its future. Other people are coming to New Zealand to make it their home as well. They are seeing the advantages of this country and its stable economic management, its social strength in the way that we look after people and we provide education and health services, but also our interconnected and open approach to life. And those are the things that you will hear from this side of the House during this debate. We will talk about a strong government that is delivering for New Zealanders, a government that is focused on the economic matters that challenge our country at this time and the world, a government that also has a heart and is looking after the social connections that our country needs and making the reforms through our government. And we can see just recently in the child, youth and family space how those reforms have been promoted and been supported by our countrymen and women, because they understand that this is a government doing things for the success of our country going forward. Today we saw another example of that with small businesses. The initiatives in that area show a government doing good things for the country going forward, and a government that has delivered. On the other side, the members of the opposition will talk about envy, and they will try and make a lot of accusations and build up all these cases of some kind of conspiracy theories that will be seen, harking back to their past as conspiracy party theorists. That's all they have. That's all they have. They have no economic policy. They have no theory that New Zealanders would support. But when they do come out with theories and things that they want to do, let's have a look at some of the things that the Labour Party would like to do, like setting interest rates. Setting interest rates from the leader of the Labour Party's chair. Setting interest rates is one of those things that is not possible for one individual in the political party to do under a modern economic environment, and no political party around the world with their salt would agree to that. We see that in the Green Party, they want to build a communal bank out of Kiwi Bank, take it to the next level, you could say, with their $100 million contribution. That will be quite ineffective as well. And we will see no policy from the Green Party other than more envy, more anger, and more frustration at being in opposition for the whole time that they've ever been in this parliament. From the New Zealand First Party, we're going to hear how there should be no migrants to New Zealand. They will undervalue those people that have made New Zealand home. They will talk about conspiracy theories because that's all their leader knows, and that's the approach that they take to New Zealand, an approach of failure and
I am now going to interrupt the member and to indicate to him and other members who are following that this is a very broad debate. The member probably tested the margins of it, but my ruling is that I'm not going to rule them out of order, because the first 2 hours can be very broad, and after that it will tighten up on particular entities. But I must say, at least referring a bit to the reviews would be vaguely helpful. Sorry, is the member finished? Grant Robertson.